Mr. Ali, Mr. Bakar, and Mr. Dola, agro-entrepreneur partners, made a visit to Brazil to purchase few good breeds of cattle. They visited one of the farm and agreed upon importation of Brazilian cattle. They spent a few days visiting few farms. After 1 week, coming back to Perlis, Mr. Bakar started to develop fever, headache, fatigue, muscle and joint pain. He was treated symptomatically at a local clinic as a fever of unknown origin. However, the sickness persisted, and he went for further checkup and in the hospital. He was admitted for further examination and investigation for developing multiple swollen lymph nodes. Few investigations, including general septic workup, done and end up with inconclusive diagnosis. He was treated symptomatically. Back in the town of RR in Brazil, 2 cattle farmers from the farm were reported to have similar symptoms as Mr. Bakar. And 2 of Mr. Bakar's farm workers were also started to develop fever and generalized body ache. Meanwhile, the agreed consignment of cattle had already arrived in KLIA and lodged the animal quarantine center. A few days after admission, blood samples of Mr. Bakar were sent to Institute for Medical Research (IMR) for further analysis, and the results of the laboratory investigations are revealed. Elevated ESR revealed that the body have inflammatory activity, while eosinophilia means that there is parasitic infestation. The blood smears reveals the presence of Trypanosoma species. Meanwhile, at the farm, most of the cattle in Mr. Bakar's farm began to show weakness, lethargy, and a veterinarian was called out. Further examination revealed these cattle had fever, anemic, and jaundice, with 2 of the cattle were found dead the next day. Routine diagnostic workups were performed to reach provisional diagnosis. The veterinary team found the presence of Haematophagous flies from Tabaden species in the farm with sugarcane field in the proximity. Laboratory diagnosis by IMR confirmed that Mr. Bakar was positive with Trypanosomiasis caused by Trypanosoma evansi, and the local veterinary diagnostic laboratory also confirmed the presence of this parasite based on same blood smear. The health authorities were informed on the findings, and a meeting between the health unit, DVS and State Health Department SHD, MOH was done, and this was the first case of a typical trypanosomiasis in human caused by Trypanosoma evansi reported in Malaysia. The Department of Veterinary Services (DVS) was alerted as some of the cows from the nearby farms were being transferred illegally outside from the area. Both SHD and DVS began an integrated treatment, control, and prevention strategies, and an effective risk communication strategy was formulated to inform and educate the public about the incidents.